Welcome, patrons. We have lured you into a special little season recap. Like, after a sporting event, the guys sit around, they shoot the shit, talk about how the game went, and that's what we're going to do right now for you.
Yes, we are going to talk about some of our favorite stuff in season 4. I still can't believe we have 4 seasons under our belt. That is
I know.
incredible. We started the season with shadow work.
Shadow work was I really like that we start seasons with something intense.
Me too.
And then we end with something kind of gimmicky and fun.
We don't shy away from the hard conversation.
Our first episode was death.
That's true.
I think we should do Death Part 2.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I would love to revisit Death, although we did just end with Hauntings, which was
kind of death-ish.
Really fun.
Death adjacent.
Death adjacent. Shadow work was a nice,
Shadow work was
cool
the
way
first
to dive
one.
in.
I really liked the crystals episode.
Me too.
We got a lot of positive feedback on that.
Oh, good. I don't listen to the feedback a lot of the time, but that's great. I
think folks were appreciative that, like, we not only spoke of our appreciation of crystals, but also, like, got into the bigger conversation of the ethics behind working with crystals.
I thought that was a really nice, relatable episode that we've been wanting to do since the first season. We were just sort of like, there are more
literally
things to talk about, but it really fed in a lot to what we like to talk about, and because there's this other like ethics side to it that it's what our job is. Our job is to bring these things up, and I think we did overall this season a really good job of talking about some things that needed to be talked about.
Oh yeah, like our Divine Feminine episode.
That episode came about because it was topical. It wasn't in our season.
No.
And we were like, do you want to talk about Divine Feminine? Like, yeah, we should address this because it's sometimes these things pop up a lot. Yeah. Like Twin Flame was happening a lot when we did Twin Flame. These spiritual like terms get really popular and repeated, and then we have to go, why is that? Why?
We received a lot of great feedback on the Divine Feminine episode too. We've been getting lots of DMs about it and messages about it because I think I
saw that.
These like spiritual trends, they're really alluring.
Yeah.
And what we do in this show is we do our best, as Laura always says, to like shake the snow globe and try to offer
another
a more holistic perspective.
Yeah, like holistic.
Exactly.
WHOLE. Yeah, no, really. It's, and you know, the word holistic. I wonder if that's what the meaning is supposed to be.
Okay, so I started researching holistic and like the etymology of it. I feel like it made me a little bit
Yeah, like what?
Holistic.
Was it?
Here, let's do it. You know, I love research, friends. The etymology of holistic. It's attested to holistic medicine in the 1960s, but holistically was probably from 1926, apparently coined by South African General J.C. Smuts, who was alive from 1870 to 1950, in his book Holism and Evolution, which treats evolution as a process of unification of separate parts, from the Greek holos, whole.
Okay.
Plus ism. That's where I got weird about it.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Who's this guy?
When we think about the history of South Africa and apartheid, like, do we really want to use a term that was coined by...
Is he white? South African?
Let's Google him.
I don't know.
Who is this man?
We need to know who this guy is.
He's
White
Field
guy.
Marshal. Yeah, he's a white guy. He's kind of scary looking.
Is he?
It's giving Crypt Keeper a little bit.
Oh. He's giving me...
Do not trust him.
Oh, he looks kind of sketchy.
Military leader, philosopher.
What is this wholeness?
Oh.
Because a white person saying evolution, whole, to be better, to be hot. Like, where is this going?
This article about Smuts, Return to South Africa. set up a law practice in Cape Town.
What's his
He
book
felt
about?
betrayed, transforming himself into a hardline Anglophobe. Oh, so he redeems himself.
He redeems himself.
He starts out as an Anglophile and then becomes an Anglophobe.
Sorry, Mr.
Good for him.
Smuts.
I'll have to learn more about you, Mr.
But
Smuts.
see,
But anyway,
yes, this is the type
this is the type of
things
shit we like to do on this show,
And
is
you
to
know-
understand
Yeah, why?
what
Who
do
said
these
that?
terms really
Why?
mean. Exactly.
Where did this
Who
come
said
from? Why do we
it?
believe these things?
And like, who's making money off of us believing this?
Yeah, and what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Because everything's got an angle.
Yes.
And I think the Divine Feminine episode really went into relatable things that I hope like non queer people like listened to. Well, that was my voice. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping that people that maybe have some pro-feminine women only sort of ideologies, like we're able to open up their understanding of like what femininity is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it takes a minute, and even I at first was like, okay, and you need to like just figure it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need people.
I'll be your queer friend so that you can figure it out.
Yeah. You know.
Which, speaking of, I thought our Queer Magic episode was really cool.
That was our first guest episode. How did you feel about having a guest?
I think it was really fun to have a guest. I was super excited to have like another visibly queer person.
Yeah.
On
for
the
that
podcast.
episode especially, that needed to happen.
Yeah, it was awesome. We did get in trouble with Mike. He told us we talked too much.
We did. So it turns out when you're interviewing somebody, you need to let them speak more.
So we're learning. We adjusted, and
We
I
did.
feel like in our second interview episode, Plant Magic,
I felt a lot of things just
we
being
did way
pushed
better.
down. Well, the Plant Magic episode was great because we did have that feedback. And also we got to interview another podcast, essentially. So there were
was cool.
4 of us in that episode. And that's a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
It is.
But I thought we did a good job. And they did a good job of like just talking about plants. And I thought it was had some really interesting things come up.
I do feel like our interview skills are getting better and better.
Because podcasting, like you just stopped talking and I just started talking. Like we know each other's rhythms.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, we have a cadence that's, I don't know, a weird Gemini thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's this weird, like, I know when you're going to talk. I don't know. It's weird. And someone asked you, right, like, who's off stage telling you to move on? Nobody. This just happens naturally.
Someone asked, like, when do we know, like, to stop the episode?
We don't.
We don't.
They're all around an hour 10. And then we just know. That's how long we just like to talk to each other. And then we get tired
then we get
hungry.
tired, and then we have to have snacks.
Yeah, so it made me appreciate how comfortable I am just on our little setup.
Oh, yes.
And it has nothing to do with our guests at all, but like
loved having you.
it was a little bit more of uncomfortable for me just because I like having our setup and stuff. And
we are neurodivergent.
Yeah.
Skewing towards the autistic side of that scale.
I have some tisms.
And we like things to be the same.
Yeah, which is why I think it works in the same way. So I think that's. I also don't like trust very easily. So there's that.
Especially with podcasting, LMAO.
Yeah, our guests are wonderful, but yeah, but that's fine. But then just having a guest.
But I love when it's just mom and mom in here.
Yeah, it's
talking to you kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's just yes, decipher that.
Another one we got a lot of great feedback for was the water one.
Good, because, surface level is not the most exciting topic.
But people really liked that. They said it was really helpful in their practices.
We did go pretty deep with it, no pun intended. It's water. I like the Element series, you know? We were like, let's do that's a cool, you know how we did our Maiden Mother Crone like
3 in a row.
series. I thought it was really cool to do all the elements. So we'll have to do one next season.
And it was Laura's idea to like break them up amongst seasons, like across seasons, and I like that too.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely proved with the water episode you can talk about just water the element for an hour and 10 minutes.
And you witches love it.
And it worked out. So we can go real, you know, get really, so I'm excited. What's our next element
I know,
gonna be?
that's what we have to decide.
I feel like fire would be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like fire.
Fire for season 5.
I've been thinking about fire a lot.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
maybe we'll do fire.
I'm
for season
excited.
5.
And y'all should drop in the comments and tell us what you want to see on season 5 because we are toiling away at ideas and topics right now.
And you're
all the time.
You're preferred VIPs, so
yeah,
we'll more likely to listen to you if you have a good idea.
Absolutely. If you send us money, we'll
give us money. We're gonna listen to you. Okay?
Listen, we are living in a material world,
and we are material people.
So.
So
I thought the psychometry
I just finished
episode,
your sentence and it was like, I'm
Gemini
sorry,
things.
this is literally, no one's writing this. It's coming out of my head. Our heads.
I loved the psychometry episode because
God,
it was a really cool moment. I feel like I'm always like, Laura's psychic.
And they're like, I'm all, no, I'm not. And they're also like, no, she's not.
And then Laura had that lighter in her hand and was like, pew, 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 pew. And it was just like, for me, like mom me, teacher me, friend me, it was just a really beautiful moment to like witness yourself.
Yeah.
And your abilities in that realm.
That was not planned out, everyone. I did not know what the fuck that was. And I was surprised that it was accurate. But
I was really proud of you.
I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Like, no stakes. And I feel like every time you kind of have to go into it, like, am I good? Because, I mean, it terrifies me now to do it again. I'm like, But then it's like, whatever. And then it's usually accurate, right? When you're relaxed.
Yes.
That made me happy because I looked cool.
You did look cool.
In that episode.
Extremely cool.
Because I had a cool outfit and I did a cool thing.
What were we wearing that day?
I was wearing the jumpsuit with the hood.
Oh, that was a really
I love
good
that
outfit.
Jumpsuit.
I agree.
Favorite. And I love that topic and it was
a
highlight for me.
I loved it.
I really liked it.
We still need to put together like a highlights playlist.
Yes.
I can help with that.
We're all looking at Mike. Mike's like, absolutely no
help
more
us pay
work.
Mike. Help us pay Mike.
Please.
Mike is literally doing all of this because he loves Laura.
Yeah, and that's hanging on by
Which
a thread.
Which is great, but love can only take us so far.
Love can only take us so far.
Only love can break
Only
your
money
heart.
can take us all the way.
Only money can take us all the way.
What was the other episode
True.
we did?
What else did we do? We did shadow work,
That's
psychometry, water, divine feminine, queer magic, plant magic.
Hauntings?
Is that enough episodes?
Did we do all the episodes? I don't know.
Hold on.
We'll
Let me
have
look
to
at our
count.
list. Let me
We'll
look
have
at
to
our
count. Water.
list.
Did you forget water?
Water.
Spiritual burnout.
Spiritual
Spellcrafting. We
and
almost forgot.
Spellcrafting. I totally forgot.
I loved the spellcrafting episode. I feel like it's a wheelhouse of mine. A topic I'm very passionate about. And I loved that. That was great.
I feel like spellcrafting is one of those great episodes for folks that are like, what do I do? Like, how do I become a witch? I need help.
What does that mean?
Yeah. And like, not everybody can find or afford to invest in a teacher. But that episode is like a great resource for folks needing some guidance where to get started in their own spellcrafting and magical practice.
Or how to even think about it and get your mind around what that means.
That's something I really love about our show, just in general, is that rightfully so, like teachers charge money for you to learn from them. And that's what they should do, in my humble opinion, because we can't survive on thank yous. though they're nice. But like this show has been a way for us to offer some insight and wisdom and experience to folks who, for whatever reason, can't access that kind of spiritual or magical education.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that when you're a spiritual teacher and practitioner or a person that can share knowledge, I think it's totally valid to charge, but I also think there needs to be a way to like give community or give back or do something that's pro bono just to like offer something, to offer
equitable.
Something that's, whether that's like a podcast or just a little blog or an email. You do it all the time.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's not all the knowledge isn't like locked behind this weird like money only door.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, that feels weird.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, well, what's behind the door? You need to show me a goods.
How can I even know if I want to invest in it? Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a form of just like, I think that's a good thing to look out for.
Yes. I was just talking to my friend Branche in the car about exactly this because I was starting to feel guilty about charging for my work, and she was like, Kate, like, hold up, there's so much stuff that you do for free, like the stuff you post on Instagram, your newsletter, like the podcast you and Laura do together, like these are all things that you do to keep your business equitable, but you can't stay in business if you don't charge for the other stuff.
Then it's like, not a business, it's a hobby.
And then I don't have anywhere to live, and that would be bad.
It's the equivalent of like running a discount for me, or like giving away a free item with an order. Like it's that kind of concept where it's like, you know, a free sticker with I just got new sticker sheets made. That's what I forgot to say.
Stickers.
For every order, like for free, like sticker sheets. Holographic.
So cool.
Or glitter sticker sheets. I'm obsessed with the glitter stickers.
Go check out Lady
right
Moon Co.
If you order from today on, you will be getting a sticker sheet with your order.
I love the glitter stickers you've been doing.
Show you.
I love it. And spiritual burnout was, I think, an important episode. Speaking of teachers.
For us.
And learning. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. For us. That was an important episode because I was feeling real burnt out.
Mm-hmm. And
it's something that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
Yeah, for the person who does spiritual things and for the people that teach them, it's exhausting. Or the people that offers magical items or whatever. Or just if you're existing and you're tired. That was the burnout episode was cool. We wore our sunglasses. I thought it was really cute. I really like taking advantage of the visual pod and
Me too.
blog style that we do and coming up with some fun concepts.
I feel so blessed that because
we're
of
cute.
you and my yeah. Obviously.
I forgot I had the glove on my head.
But I feel so blessed that because of you and Mike, like that we are able to have a visual podcast. Like this is a show. It's
really Mike. We need to talk about Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, why don't you come on here and say hello?
Come on screen. Okay. I don't know if y'all have ever seen.
Oh my God,
I don't think anyone's ever seen Mike unless they came to our live show.
Right, and then even then, Mike was busy.
But Mike is the reason.
This is Mike.
Hello.
Mike does our beautiful lighting. Mike does all the video. Mike does all the sound. Mike made our theme song.
Yes.
Because Mike loves Laura.
He loves me.
Isn't that fucking cute?
It's very cute. Mike does everything for this show. And how do you feel about the show? What do you have you as a witchy, non-witchy person like learned anything? What's your favorite like episode concept like thing that you've heard us say?
Oh, there's so many amazing episodes. It's hard to pick my absolute favorite because.
Are you being sarcastic?
Of course I am.
Or the weirdest thing that you're just like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Psychometry was a good one. Recent. I like Death. That was an
excellent first episode.
We just kind of came in, guns blazing on the first one.
We came in real sad.
That's cool.
I was so sad. If you go re-listen to that, I am like mad depressed.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
And you can really see the progression.
That was heavy.
Yeah. That's kind of like one of the beautiful things about this show too, is that you can see us change as people just in the short time of a year.
Yeah, that's really true. Like the nuances of how we've grown outside of this podcast, and it's reflected when we
Talk to
record.
each other. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is really like our time to
Reflect on our spirituality with like in a hey, let's have a beer and talk about sports way, but not sports.
no.
I like it. It feels like it's just the perfect amount of kind of information, and also I feel like I'm just hanging out with you in a good way.
Yes.
I hope that comes through.
I think it does. I feel like that's the feedback we receive most often, is that folks feel like they're in the living room with us and hanging out with their friends. And like, I fucking love that shit. I think that's so cool.
I like that vibe and that style of relaying information. I think is a lot more effective than being on a podium and speaking.
Just like speaking at
sometimes.
people. Yeah, for sure.
Especially for the things that we're talking about.
And we talk about crazy shit and we say crazy shit.
No, we do. Like, I might.
Oh, by the way, I didn't. Yeah, when Caitlin revealed that my bathroom is haunted, that was a personal favorite. Which I definitely don't think about every time I'm in here. Caitlin,
You know what's
thank
funny
you.
is I just peed in there and I was thinking it doesn't feel scary in here anymore. And I
No.
almost think that us talking about it was what needed to happen.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
The haunted toilet ghost. Toilet ghost.
The toilet ghost. Toilet ghosts are real.
Toilet ghosts are real. Oh, I was going to say my favorite Caitlin quote was when you said, it was like episode 2, and you're like, I'm going to tell it how it is. Christian girls want to fuck. It's a great, you're like, no, they just want to like fuck. And that's why I'm going to just tell it how it is.
If you
and
want to suck dick on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, that was
fine.
like episode 2 or 3, and I was like, all right. I really think when you said that set the tone for the entire show. Yeah. Where I was like, yeah, we're going to fucking go there.
And we have.
And we'll do it again. And we've gotten great feedback.
It was at that moment I
from
thought,
them, but-
I hope this podcast never ends.
Aww.
Well, it never will, because you're going to work forever.
Because Bravo is going to pick us up.
Yeah. And Andy Cohen's going to be our new daddy.
Our new daddy. Be our daddy, Andy.
Be our daddy, Andy. I know you want some witch children.
Someone.
Some witchlings.
HBO, Max. It's called Max now. I don't care. One of you. Pick up our show.
Pick up our show.
We are extremely entertaining. We wear fun outfits.
We're
We have
very
nice
cute.
hair.
We skew young.
We're
like
pretty, even though we are wise. Elder
are-
witches.
we are.
But we skew young. And
We
Hollywood
skew
loves that
young.
shit.
Our demo can, my audience is like 20s to, we can.
Yeah. I think my demo is like mid-20s to
We're-
like mid-60s. It's
Look,
wild.
Yeah, same, honestly. That's really funny. It's like, we're a spectrum of fun.
We are.
And we have everything you need. Why are we talking to our patrons like they work for fucking HBO? Does
you
anybody
never
work
know.
for HBO? Andy Cohen?
Feel free. You know what? Share it with somebody who does.
Yeah. Let's speak that seed into fruition.
Exactly. We're manifesting. It's a full moon.
Yeah, it is.
Full moon in Sagittarius.
So action, yes, doing. So let's, Well, I mean, I'm
This is
excited
fun.
for next season. Yeah,
I'm
that was
so
great
excited
to
for
recap.
next season. Thank
Little
you for
nostalgic.
your support.
Thank you for
You're
listening as
amazing.
usual, and we will see you on the pod.
We'll see you on the pod. See you next season. Bye.
Season 5.
Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo.